Welcome to this new series and welcome to the first video ever on this channel. This is Expansion. This will be a building series where I will try to fit every building style I can possibly come up with in this tower. I will play in creative because why waste time gathering resources if you can build? I will explain the key details and block palettes I work with in this video, so you can draw inspiration from it, or, dare I even say it, actually learn something. If you have any suggestions, ideas or styles you might want to see in the next video, put them in the comment section below. Let's get on with the video. So, welcome to the test room. First, we start off with the block palette, and for the walls and arches I'll be using mostly reddish terracotta colors. They seem the most fitting for this build. And for the roof, mostly dark gray colors. This will create a nice contrast between the two and make the red color pop more. And for the finer detailing, I like to use spruce wood detailing, like barrels, buttons and signs. And I'll use those glowing plant thingies, I don't know what they're called, and even if I did, thingies sounds a lot more fun. I use these to give the build a more aged look, and for the roof support, spruce fences seemed the most fitting. And to create depth, I like to use walls in the same color scheme. And then the techniques I've used. First of all is my glass inlet design, which gives the factory a bit of a more industrial look. The way I achieve this is with a base of iron bars, like this, and then putting light grey stained glass on top of it. This way I create much more depth than I would if I only use glass. And then the walls. In reference pictures I used when designing this thing, I noticed that most of the walls are industrial and thus flat. This, however, does not translate very well to Minecraft because it's a blocky game on itself, so I used walls in front of it to create a lot more depth into the wall, and that way I'll create a smooth yet interesting wall. But if you look with me, you'll see that this wall is still very plain and boring, so I'll sprinkle blocks of granite between it to make the texture a bit more appealing. So, with all the information and planning done, let's get on with the time-lapse. I think that turned out pretty nice. I am really happy about this part over here. The Japanese garden and the factory really blend well together. So for now, this part of the tower is complete. Let's go to the next part. In the intro you might have seen that there's still a gap here where there's nothing built yet. And well, it's my duty to change that. So, let's go to the test room. This might be too small for this job. Hang on a sec. Ah, that's a lot better. So, for the inside and the interiors of this part, I like to use various different color palettes. And the way I achieve this is with starting with a base color, like, in this case, yellow. Yellow seems to me like a classy color, so I think it will create a classy vibe. And for the next color, well, everyone knows that blue looks the best with yellow, so blue is the color I will be picking. And with those two in mind, I created this color palette. And with a few dark colors and details to go with them. The way I'll use them is just to spam blocks and make them look symmetrical. That being said, let's go to the time lapse. So, I think this turned out pretty well. I'm pretty happy with it. And oh, that's the back of my head. It's very beautiful, but not what you guys want to see. For the next part, I'll conclude the ceiling above me, which I won't show because it's not finished yet. And I put a time lapse of another tiny build on the other side at the end of the video. It wasn't that important, so... well, that's very close. It wasn't that important, so I didn't include a full segment about it, but I still wanted to include it at the end of the video. And for now, that's all. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and enjoy the time lapse.